more surveillance needs to, be put on these our waters to
surveillance, reporting, arrest. We have a lot of Asian trawlers on our waters. Let's get to see the ones that have been arrested.
arrest and destroyed.
No, don't destroy.
Okay.
Don't destroy. We need the trawlers.
This is SOUQ Business Landscape.
Now, the minister, Adegboyega Oyetola, he has raised concern over the damaging impact of illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing across West Central Guinea, Gulf of Guinea. He said such activities rob the region of vital economic opportunities, threaten food security, and endanger millions of livelihoods reliant on marine resources. Oyetola made his remark in Lagos during his acceptance speech after being elected chairman of the Conference of Ministers of Fisheries Committee for West Central Gulf of Guinea. His election came at the 16th Conference of Ministers hosted by Nigeria. Now, the minister also emphasized the urgency of regional collaboration in combating this illegal activity, illegal fishing. Noted that marine governance is key to unlocking the full potential of Africa's blue economy. He pledged to lead coordinated efforts among West African states and member states to protect marine ecosystem and ensure sustainability fishing practice for long-term development. Okay, people of God, as we speak here. How long are we going to sit and talk about this illegal fishing, trawlers that are not registered, not flying Nigeria or African flags in the first place on our waters? How long are we keep going to talk about this, knowing fully well that is happening even as we speak? Is it the minister that should be telling us what to do, or the minister should be doing what he's telling us?
I think it's the latter that should happen. Now, I'm glad that he's coming out to even say it. I mean, for a while now, I've been wondering what is happening in the blue economy, what is happening in the marine economy. And there was a time he came out to say, I think maybe the allocation they were getting was not enough, or something like that. I can't remember that story. But it's a good thing.
Should he be generating money or be waiting for, is it like state governors waiting for FAC too?
It's a regular norm that we've so much accepted, which is wrong. I thought that the marine and blue, when it was created and all that, it would generate so much. It will be competing with customs. It will be declaring so much profit the way Port Harcourt Command of Customs was doing and all that. But, well, we seem to have found ourselves in this. I think this also boils down to picking cabinet ministers. Before you pick certain people, you should know their portfolio, what they are able to do. Because when you pick someone who does not align with your own vision, at the end of the day, that particular sector or that particular ministry just remains stagnant. Now, since he has come out to say that there's illegal, unreported fishing and all that, what is this next step? In all this, I was expecting him to say that, oh, this is what he's going to do. He's going to partner with Navy. He's going to partner with this, that, and make sure that there's some form of security along these borders and all that to ensure that this is well curbed. But maybe they have already done some meetings and they are planning to put something in place, which I'm hoping that we will get. But until that, I feel we should be getting results instead of complaints at this point.
We should be getting results instead of complaints at this point, you say. Okay, Priye, let's break it down. You happen to come from a fishing community. You just chuckle. Now, we know very well we see it for those of us that are here in Lagos. Fishing is a way of life for a people. Now, for a nation, most people don't also understand that for certain countries, fishing is part of their major contributor to their national revenue. And we've been blessed with coastlines as far as from Lagos all the way down to Akwa Ibom, across the Calabar, down to the Cameroons. We have not been able to utilize this natural blessing of ours. We're still looking at oil, which for now should be a shame to us. Why are we having ministries waiting for government subventions instead of being the ones contributing to national income?
Well, it depends on the body language or the economic disposition, economic body language of the man of the M of affairs, at the M of affairs. most of
Are you
it,
talking about the minister or the president?
most of the ministers are going to, if they are independent-minded enough to present a blueprint of development for their specific ministry, or the specific area that the ministry covers, and they present that blueprint. That is why most times cabinet members, is that some of them would have been picked before the man wins
Or the election.
Others are going to be picked after he has won, because some ministers are going to come from those who
Political parties?
from not from political parties and from other political heavyweights who actually contributed immensely to making you the president or you the governor. So they are going to want to have input to select some people that should be in the cabinet. The political party is going to have theirs too, and as the president or the governor, you two are going to have your own people that they should all serve that purpose. So before then, some people that are going to be picked by the governor would have been told, this is what I need you for, and this is what I need you for, whilst you're contesting. So you're already drawing a blueprint. Oh, I'm going to be heading the Ministry of Marine and Blue Economy. Then you start looking at the Lake Chad region. You start looking at this specific region we are talking about now.
The Gulf of Guinea.
The Gulf of Guinea. You start looking at that. You start looking at the influence that we wield as a country. You look at your relationship, the relationship that you intend to build with the Nigerian Navy and the Nigerian Marine Police, how they will come in handy as an instrument to facilitate, to also explore that part for the good and the economic returns of your country. These are things that you should consider. I think the former governor of Osun State is just making a political statement that is going to go down well, though he's just been made the chairman of the Conference of Ministers of Blue and Marine Economy for that region.
Yes, another political position.
Yes, it's just making a political statement for us to think, yes, I am doing something good, I'm working. No, if he's going to be protecting illegal fishing, unregulated fishing, and all of that, probably he should start looking at the Niger Delta, how the activities of multinational companies who are running oil companies and what's it called now? How the pollution and the decimation of that land has prevented the owners of those places, has destroyed their primary source of income, which is fishing, fish farming, and the natural habitat of those places that serve as a veritable source of income for the people in the Niger Delta region. You should look inward first and let us take care of those areas. You should look at developing the inland waterways transportation system. Then we can now say, now that you've appointed, because you can't even do that alone, he's going to do that in conjunction, in collaboration with other ministers of blue and marine economy from those other countries, because we have lots of countries from the Gulf of Guinea, spanning more than 10, than the few that we have at the Lake Chad. The Lake Chad currently now is almost under the control of non-state actors from all the countries that borders the Lake Chad area. So, if that is what he's saying, that is a military affair.
Okay.
He should work with the military to take care of that, so that the military of all the countries, most especially the navy of all the countries in the Gulf of Guinea, should come together and launch out a very heavy assault on illegal fishing and illegal, unregulated fishing and uncoordinated fishing, the IUU as it was said. Then we can equally borrow a leaf from that. Then you can now liaise with the government and go speak with the multinationals and say, look, I am the Minister of Blue and Marine Economy. The people of this region, they are very, very critical to, they are very, very significant and important to the source, the way and manner Nigeria earns its foreign currency, whether in oil and gas. So we have to take care of this land. You can liaise with the Minister of State for Oil and Gas Lokbobri and Ekpo that look, we need to put this environment in order so these people can go back to fishing. We can't just take away their jobs from them. Let him look inwards and take care of that and not boastfully make statements that will just fall to the ground.
Okay, you're talking about statements. The federal government, both during the tenure of the late president, they came out and said cleaning activities and exercise was going to start in the Niger Delta. We saw the beginning and photo ops. We're still waiting to see full implementation. This same government have said the same thing too, but we're waiting to see the full implementation.
This current government went to tell them that, look, we are going to resume oil exploration here and drilling. That's what it said. It didn't mention cleaning.
Yeah, they mentioned cleaning of the place and reclamation, but we're still waiting to see that. But now let's talk about foreign trolleys that are filling up African waterways. Unmarked, unflagged, unregistered trawlers fishing in our waters. And we have, just like you said, we have the Navy there, we have the Federal Marine Police, we have every of this set of people. And the sad part is that we are importing more fish into Africa, into Nigeria, than we are producing domestically, which still means the same thing that we are sending money away.
Before you get Olumide to speak, can I just read out the name of the countries that we have here and imagine if we have a convergence of the navy of all these places? Okay, we have in the Gulf of Guinea, we have Angola, Benin, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Democratic Republic of Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Liberia, Nigeria, Republic of Congo, Sao Tome and Principe, Sierra Leone, and Togo. That's about 15, 17 countries. So let's 10 of them bring in their naval ships.
Okay, now let's
on that Gulf of Guinea, let's see if we are not going to, those on flagship, if they are not going to suffer destruction.
Let's break it down.
What are they doing?
Of all these countries, the two major ones are Cameroon and Nigeria. Others are not that big. Okay, Ghana. Others are not that big.
DRC Congo?
Yeah, Congo is not that big.
Togo?
They are not that big on military might. But notwithstanding, it's more of a collective. If we come together, then these things can be checkmated. We should now start asking ourselves these particular questions. Why have we, over time, decided to rely on importation of things that we can really get from our waters? And the sad part of it is that a lot of this illegal fishing happen in our waters.
True.
They leave and send it back to us. And we pay
processed.
And we pay FX for it. So we should be waiting to hear Oyetola address this particular issue. I said, this is what we want to do. This is how we are going to handle it. This is what we want to start hearing, not the complaints, not telling us what we already know that is already on ground. We want to start seeing development of businesses. We have Nigerian trawlers. We have Nigerian businesses operating in these waters too. We want to see a lot of them empowered with policies that will give them greater access to these waters to really do their business.
And fish is getting expensive in Nigeria right now.
You are importing them.
Well, even the ones that we buy here, Priya and I normally discuss that there's this fish we always like to buy, catfish of like 15,000 naira, and a
lot of those are farmed though.
Yes, they were farmed.
They are farmed, but at a point, these fish were not this expensive.
Yes.
I mean, back then, 3-4 years ago, fish was like 3,000. I remember back then, 3,000. It's this size.
Yes, back then a dollar was 150, 150.
So how was
the dollar to do with the catfish you farm?
Can I break it down for you? The same person that is selling the catfish and farming the catfish will buy fish feed. A lot of those fish feed, we also have to get the formula from. Thank you very much. And they will send their children to school. And every other government economic indices is also going to affect them. They also attend the same market with you. So their product will also have to come apart for them to sell and make profit.
I think we need better surveillance. It's sad that the Navy and all their people are, on these waters. And I don't want to go to that route that we've heard some non-state actors accuse the military of colluding with some elements, in regards to oil bunkering and the rest of them. So I don't want to go to that route. But I believe that more surveillance needs to, be put on these our waters to ensure.
Surveillance, reporting, arrest. We have a lot of Asian trawlers on our waters. Let's get to see the ones that have been arrested.
Arrest and destroyed.
No, don't destroy.
Okay.
Don't destroy. We need the trawlers.
Okay.